Good morning, children. I hope you all are good, studying well, and obeying your parents. So, children, in the last video session, I have completed the 8th chapter, that is the Changing Tree. So, today we are going to discuss the question answers of the same chapter. Before that, I would like to give a short summary so that it becomes more clear to you before the discussion. So, this story is about four princes who went to see a tree and did not seem to match its name. So, there were four princes who heard a story about a wonderful tree, and that tree was called the red bud tree. And none of them had ever seen the red bud tree. Each prince wished to be the first one to see. And then, first, the eldest prince asked the driver to take him to the woods in order to see the tree. Now, when he went there, it was a winter season, and he found that the tree had no leaves nor bud, and it was black and bare. So the prince could not understand that why it is called a red bud tree. Then the next prince went. The next prince went with the driver, and that time he found that the tree was covered with red buds, and it was a spring season. And then after that, it was a rainy season, and then the third prince went to the woods to see to see the tree. He found that the tree was all covered with green leaves, and then he got confused that why it is called a red bud tree, as the tree which he saw, it was covered with green leaves. And then after some time, the youngest prince, the youngest of all the four brothers, the youngest prince went to the forest, to the woods, to see the red bud tree. And when he went, he found that the tree was covered with little brown bean pods. Now, when he returned back, he went to his brothers and he announced that he had seen the red bud tree. And so said the eldest prince also, that I have also seen the same tree, but it was black and bare. And then they all were sharing their views that what they saw. And then while they were discussing, while four of the princes were discussing about their experience, what happened, the youngest prince laughed at his brother and said that why do you call it a red bud tree? Because it was not black and bare. It was black and bare. It did not have red buds. It does not have green leaves, and it was covered with little brown bean pods, because when he saw, it was covered with little brown bean pods. So this discussion was going on among the four princes. And then the same time, their father was listening, means he was a king, and he was listening to the discussion. And when he did listen, he said that they all saw the same tree. Now the father is explaining to his four princes, that they all have seen the same tree, but each of you saw it in a different time of the year. Means the time was different, the season was different, so you saw the same tree, but it was in a different form. Okay, so we will start with making connections. Quick answers. Number one, match the princes to the tree they saw. Now you have to match the tree with the prince who saw the respective trees. So the first one, the first tree, it is a tree with red bud. And who saw this tree? Yes, the second prince saw this tree, and it was a spring season. The second tree, it's a tree with bean pods. And this tree, the fourth prince saw this tree. The third one is a tree which was black and bare. The third tree. And who saw this tree? The first prince. It was a winter season, and the first prince went into the woods to see this tree. He found that it was bare and black. And the fourth tree with the green leaves, the third prince saw this tree. Okay, we will move on to the next question. That is the reference to context. Let me read the context for you. None of them had ever seen a red bud tree, and each prince wished to be the first to see one. So the first question is, who had not seen a red bud tree? Yes, you remember who had not seen a red bud tree? 4 young princes had not seen a red bud tree. So they all were very excited to see the tree, no? Yes. The next question is, where was the red bud tree? Very easy. The red bud tree was deep in the forest. The red bud tree was located deep into the forest, or you can say deep into the woods. The next question, what did each prince wish to do? Yes, each prince wanted to be the first one to see the tree, no? They all wanted to see the tree. They all wanted to see first the tree. Let's move on to the next page. That is page number 95. Number 3. I read the context for you. When he came back from the woods, he ran into the garden where his brothers were playing. He announced, I have seen the red bud tree. So the first question is, who had just seen the red bud tree? Yes, the fourth prince, no? The fourth prince had just seen the red bud tree. How many brothers did the speaker have? Yes, the speaker had 3 brothers. If you read the reference carefully, you will get to know that the speaker had 3 brothers. The next question, what was on the red bud tree at this time? Yes, when the fourth prince went into the woods to see the tree, he found that the tree had little brown bean pods. So the red bud tree had little brown bean pods at that time. Okay, so now we will move on to read, reflect and write. The fourth question, in which season was the tree bare and black? If you remember, children, the tree was bare and black in winter. It was a winter season, and the first prince went into the woods and he found that the tree was bare and black. He was the eldest prince. Okay, so the next question, in which season did the tree match its name? Yes, the tree matched its name in spring season. You remember it was a spring season, and when the next son went there, he found that the tree was having red buds and it was a spring season. Yes. The next question. What color were the leaves during the monsoons? The leaves were green in color. Yes, the leaves were green in color during the monsoons. Question number 7. What do we learn about trees from this story? Now from this story, what do we learn about the trees? We learn that trees are subject to different seasons. You will find the trees having leaves or fruits in different forms. Like for example, when you see a neem tree or any mango tree, when you see it in summer season, you will see that there are green leaves with the fruits. That is, you will find mango. But the same tree you will find in winter season, there is no fruit. So the different seasons, this, the trees are subject to the different seasons for their leaves and fruits. Okay. So this is all for today, children. To read the chapter, learn the assignments which I have given you, learn the word meanings. Stay blessed, stay happy. Thank you.